Well, hello and welcome to today's edition of the Pastor's Study. You know, Solomon is telling us about a boisterous woman. And he says this boisterous woman is full of foolishness. You know, she sits at the doorway and she sits in high places and she calls out to those who pass by. And she calls out to those who are naive. And she calls out for them to come in and partake. And he says, stolen water, it's sweet. Now, we like to think that when we're involved, when we see somebody involved in sin, it's got a bitter taste to it. It's got a horribleness to it. It makes us feel so bad. Well, guess what? Solomon says on the surface that stolen water, that stealing away something that is not ours, there's tantalizing feelings, and he calls it as sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. But he says, but he does not know that the dead are there. You see, Solomon is telling us, on the surface, these types of things, stolen water, illicit activities, stealing the pleasures of someone that is not our spouse, on the surface they seem delightful, sweet, fragrance, fulfilling. But he says, death is what lingers there. You know, if you ever been around an animal that's been killed on the roadside or somewhere, and you come up on it, the odor of death is horrible. Oh, it's disgusting. And we'd say, oh, get it away, steer clear of it. Wow. But Solomon says, what you venture into with this boisterous woman, it starts out seeming sweet and pleasant and desirable, but it has a stench of death. Think about that horribleness. And he says, her guests are in the depths of that death. Steer clear of those cesspools. Steer clear of those things that would destroy your life. Steer clear of those things that would be horrible and have the stench of death. Till next time in the Pastor's Study, I'm Ray Bertolet saying goodbye and may God bless you.